She was on the cusp of legend, a rising star who understood the ocean's most formidable predator like no other. But the world watched, horrified, as a bond built on years of trust shattered in a single brutal instant. This is the haunting story of Jessica Radcliffe and the chilling final moments of her life. If you're gripped by stories of the deep, by the raw power of the natural world, then buckle up. Because the truth, like the ocean itself, can be a dark and terrifying place. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell. We're plunging into the abyss. Jessica wasn't born into a life of marine parks and performing whales. Her story started with a childhood obsession, a fascination with the ocean's untamed beauty. While other kids dreamed of dolls and playgrounds, Jessica devoured documentaries, sketching killer whales in worn notebooks. She saw not a monster, but an enigma, a being of breathtaking intelligence, a creature of family, loss, and almost human emotion. At age 9, a family trip to the Seattle Aquarium changed everything. Witnessing an orca breach from the water, a black and white titan against the Puget Sound, solidified her destiny. From that moment, she knew her path lay with these magnificent creatures. Forget circuses, forget tricks. Jessica envisioned a partnership, a bridge between human and whale. Her grades soared, driven by a singular focus. She excelled in biology, devoured marine sciences, and badgered local researchers for any opportunity to learn. College offered her the chance to dive deeper. Internships at rehabilitation centers, research expeditions, charting whale migrations. She wasn't chasing applause. She craved understanding, respect. Her reputation for dedication led to an offer she couldn't refuse, a coveted position at Pacific Marine Adventures, a park known for its commitment to research and conservation. It was grueling work. Dawn patrols, endless data collection, the ever-present chill of the ocean. But Jessica thrived. She treated each whale as an individual, recognizing their unique personalities, their moods, their quirks, while others focused on routines. Jessica built relationships. She learned their vocalizations, their subtle shifts in behavior. She wasn't just a trainer, she was an observer, a student, a friend. Years of devotion culminated in her partnership with Keanu. Keanu was a legend, a massive bull orca, over 7 tons of muscle and intelligence. He was known for his playful nature, his quick learning, and an almost unnerving ability to connect with his trainers. But Keanu was also unpredictable, a creature of instinct, a reminder that even the deepest bonds could be fragile. The connection between Jessica and Keanu was immediate. They understood each other. Their performances were breathtaking, a human and a whale, dancing in perfect synchronicity, leaps, dives, breathtaking displays of trust and athleticism. Crowds roared, critics raved. Jessica, however, never forgot the truth. Keanu was a wild animal, powerful, unpredictable, and that truth would soon shatter the illusion of control in the most devastating way imaginable. October 22nd, a sold-out crowd packed the stands for Pacific Marine Adventures' flagship show, Ocean Dreams. The air crackled with anticipation. Jessica, radiating her signature confidence, greeted the audience with a smile. Keanu surfaced beside her, his massive frame a testament to nature's raw power. The first half of the performance was flawless. Keanu executed every command with effortless grace. The crowd erupted as Jessica mounted his back, ready for their signature finale, the aerial breach. The music swelled. The spotlight focused. Keanu hesitated. A split-second pause. Barely perceptible. Jessica repeated the signal. A subtle hand gesture. A gentle nudge with her heel. Keanu remained. Still, a wave of unease rippled through the arena. Jessica tried again. Her voice calm, reassuring. Keanu lunged, not upward, into the planned breach, but downward. With terrifying force, Jessica was dragged beneath the surface, the water churning with his immense power. The crowd gasped, their cheers turning to screams. Seconds stretched into an eternity. Backup trainers raced to the pool's edge, frantically calling Keanu, deploying emergency protocols. Nothing then. A swirl of crimson stained the water. The horrific realization dawned on everyone. This wasn't a trick. This wasn't part of the show. This was a tragedy, unfolding in real time. Panic consumed the stands. Children screamed. Parents wept. The cameras, once capturing moments of wonder, now documented a nightmare. It took rescue divers nearly 10 minutes to recover. Jessica's body, her wetsuit, was torn. Her limbs were broken. The official cause of death, blunt force trauma and drowning. Keanu, the whale she had dedicated her life to, was responsible. But the question that echoed around the world was, why? Pacific Marine Adventures immediately suspended all shows. Keanu was placed in isolation. The park, once a symbol of marine wonder, became a monument to grief. Experts scrambled for answers. Miscommunication, a subtle cue misinterpreted, a shift in the power dynamic, captivity-induced stress, years of confinement, artificial environments, the suppression of natural instincts, a sudden, undetected medical issue, pain, disorientation, a primal urge to lash out. Some whispered of orca rage, a phenomenon rarely acknowledged but deeply feared by trainers, a sudden, inexplicable eruption of violence. Others pointed to the inherent risks of working with apex predators, regardless of training or affection. The ghosts of Dawn Brancheau, the SeaWorld trainer killed by Tilikum in 2010, haunted the investigation. Her death sparked a global debate about orca captivity, about the ethics of keeping these intelligent creatures confined for human entertainment. But even after the documentaries, the protests, the public outcry, the accidents continued. Jessica's death became a symbol, a stark reminder that nature, even in its most seemingly domesticated form, remains untamed. In the days that followed, a makeshift memorial formed outside. Pacific Marine Adventures, flowers, candles, handwritten letters, testaments to Jessica's passion and dedication. A scholarship was established in her name, honoring her commitment to marine biology. Animal rights activists renewed their calls for Keanu's release, arguing that no tank could ever replicate the vastness of the ocean. Park officials countered that Keanu, having spent his entire life in captivity, would not survive in the wild. His fate remains uncertain. Some say he is depressed, listless, refusing to engage with trainers. Others claim he is simply unpredictable, a danger to himself and others. Did he understand what he had done? Did he feel remorse? These questions linger, unanswered. The official investigation remains sealed, shrouded in secrecy. Some claim the park is hiding the truth to protect its image. Others believe there is simply no explanation, only a tragic confluence of circumstances. But every time an orca leaps through the air in front of a cheering crowd, A shadow of doubt remains. Was Jessica a victim of a tragic accident, or a casualty of a system that prioritizes profit over safety? And if a creature as intelligent, as seemingly loyal as Keanu can turn, what does that say about our relationship with the natural world? A relationship built on trust, but ultimately on control. What do you think happened? Was this an unpredictable tragedy or a preventable disaster? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if this story resonated with you, hit like, share, and subscribe to Unexplained Encounters, where the line between wonder and terror blurs.